Hi, guys. Welcome to Talk to Tina Tuesday. All right, today we're going to be talking about DEI and what the executive order is saying about that. And then also, I'm going to look at other government funding priorities that might be out there. I'm just curious, guys. But before I get into this, I want to go ahead and ask you to join me tomorrow for a Business Boost Bootcamp that is powered by Comerica Bank. Man, I've been getting so many rave reviews. I mean, people are saying that this is totally necessary and needed. What they actually give us in this. So, guys, go ahead and register for that tomorrow. Now, with that being said, let's talk about this. I went to the whitehouse.gov and I wanted to see, I typed in DEI and I wanted to see what was up there about the DEI because you know what, guys? I think it's important that we do talk about it, right? And if you have any comments or things that you think might need to be said about this, go ahead and comment and let me know. But I'm just going to read the executive order. It says, ending radical and wasteful government DEI programs and preferencing. Okay. So this was entered January 20th, 2025. And it's just basically saying, it's really short. So it's a short thing here. So I'm just going to read the entire thing. It says, by the authority vested in me as president by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, it is hereby ordered. Section 1, purpose and policy. The Biden administration forced illegal and immoral discrimination programs going by the name of diversity, equity, and inclusion into virtually all aspects of the federal government in areas ranging from airline safety to military. This was a concerted effort stemming from President Biden's first day of office when he issued Executive Order 13985, advancing racial equity and support for underserved communities through the federal government. So, pursuant to the Executive Order 13985 and follow on orders, nearly every federal agency and entity submitted to equity action plans to detail the ways that they have furthered DEI's infiltration of the federal government. The public release of these plans demonstrated immense public waste and shameful discrimination. That ends today. Americans deserve a government committed to serving every person with equal dignity and respect and to expending precious taxpayer dollar resources only on making America great. Implementation. The Director of the Office of Management and Budget, OMB, assisted by the Attorney General and Director of the Office of Personnel Management, shall coordinate the termination of all discrimination programs, including illegal DEI and diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility mandates, policies, programs, preferences, and activities in the federal government under whatever name they appear. To carry out this directive, the director of OPM will, with the assistance of the Attorney General as requested, shall review and revise as appropriate all existing federal employment practices, union contracts, and training policies or programs to comply with this order. Federal employment practices include federal employee performance reviews, shall reward individual initiative skills, performance, and hard work, and shall not under any circumstance consider DEI or DEIA factors, goals, policies, mandates, or requirements. Each agency, department, or commission held in consultation with the Attorney General, the Director of OMB, the Director of OPM, as appropriate, shall take the following actions within 60 days of this order. Terminate to the maximum extent allowed by law all DEI, DEIA, and environmental justice offices and positions, including but not limited to the Chief Diversity Officer position. All equity action plans, equity actions, initiatives, or programs equity related grants or contracts, and all DEI and DEIA performance requirements for employees, contractors, or grantees. Provide the director of OMB with a list of all agencies or department DEI, DEIA, or environmental justice position committees, programs, services, activities, budgets, and expenditures in existence on November 4th, 2024, and an assessment of whether these positions, committees, programs, services, activities, budgets, and expenditures have been misleadingly relabeled in an attempt to preserve their pre-November 4th, 24 function. Federal contractors who have provided DEI training or DEI training materials to the agency or department employees, and federal grantees who receive federal funding to provide or advance DEI, DEIA, or environmental justice programs, services, or activities since January 2021. So that's the list that they're continuing. Direct the director, deputy agency, or department to head. Assess the operational impact, the number of new DEI hires, and cost of the prior administration's DEI, DEIA, and environmental justice programs and policies, and recommend actions such as congressional notifications to align agency or department programs, activities, policies, regulations, employment practices, enforcement activities, contracts, including set-asides, grants, consent order, or litigation position with a policy of equal dignity and respect identified in Section 1 of this order. The agency or department head and the director of OMB shall jointly ensure that the deputy agency or department head has the authority and resources needed to carry out the directive. To inform and advise the president so that he may formulate appropriate, effective civil rights policies for each executive branch. The assistant to the president of domestic policy shall convene a monthly meeting attended by the director of OMB, the director of OPM, and each deputy agency or department head to hear reports on prevalence and the economic and social cost of DEI, DEIA, and environmental justice in agency or department programs, activities, policies, regulations, guidance, employment practices, enforcement activities, contracts, including set-asides, grants, consent orders, and litigation positions. Discuss any barriers to measures to comply with this order, and monitor and track the agency department progress and identify potential areas for additional presidential or legislation action to advance the policy of equal dignity and respect. Severability, if any provision on this order or application, basically these are legal things, general provisions, okay, consistent with the law. All right, that's the end. All right, so I don't know what my opinion is. I mean, it says DEI, and then replace it with equal dignity, so I don't know what that means. I do know that I am African American, and I do know that if my grandmother was a sharecropper, so I know that much. I don't know that if DEI programs were not available, I don't know if I would be where I'm at right now, because of course my grandmother, my grandparents, all my all of them, they were sharecroppers. I am a descendant of sharecroppers. So I don't know if I would agree. I mean, he's saying he's replacing it with he's removing DEI, DEIA, and then set-asides, and then replacing everything with equal dignity and equal dignity and respect. So does that mean my grandmother would get equal dignity and respect. Like, what does that mean? What does that look like? So that is what I came out with that. I mean, guys, I would like to know what your opinion is. So if you can go ahead and comment on those things, that would be amazing, just to kind of look at that. Now, with that being said, I am going to pull up some grants. So I'm going to pull up grants.gov, and you can go in there. Let me log myself in here to grants.gov. And okay, so we're getting we're getting ending the DEI and replacing it with equal dignity and respect. So that's what it says. Americans deserve, equal dignity and respect. So, I mean, is that equal dignity and respect for people that look like me? I don't know, or people that have grandparents that were sharecroppers? I don't know. So you wanna find out. So anyway, I'm gonna pop in here and I'm gonna look at things that were posted this year, as far as small business. And I can see here that we got some things that are posted this year in small business, because that's what's a concern of mine. What is the government funding this year that will help small business owners, right? So I do see that they still have the SBIR grants that are out there for small businesses, innovation and development. Those things are out there. That's good. Let's see. Let's look at diversity. Okay. Let's kind of pop that in there. And I would say that there are some grants that might still be available, because you some programs you have to they don't end, so the money's already there, so we can see when the close date is. I don't know if they're gonna still fund them, but a lot of the money, some of those grants, they have the money already there. So I did look up diversity, but I don't actually see any diversity. Well, nursing workforce diversity program. This was done in December of 2024 and it's going through March 2025. So we still do have some money available out there for diversity programs. Right here. So this is a discretionary fund. Looks like they're wanting to have nonprofits apply for this. And the purpose of this is to increase nursing education opportunities for individuals who are from disadvantaged backgrounds, including racial and ethnic minorities, underrepresented among registered nurses. So this was actually posted out. Looks like it was posted December of 2024. So it was posted prior to the executive order, and looks like it's still going to be available until March of this year. Let me put this back in here. Pop that in there. I'm specifically looking for diversity. Okay. Nothing posted this year specifically for diversity. Let's see what has been posted this year. I'm just gonna pop up, All right, so what has been posted this year? Because sometimes that tells us what the government is wanting to fund. So let's go back to some of the things here. We got sustaining cultural heritage collections, media projects, public humanities projects, National Digital Newspaper Program. National Digital Newspaper Program. This program creates a national digital resource of historically significant newspapers published. Okay, I don't know if I actually care about that, but okay. um, uh, Fellowship programs and independent research, infrastructure, systems, and people. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if any, so nothing to help small businesses at all has been posted this year, which is what I actually care about. Um, Small business. I mean, other stuff is great, but I'm looking for programs that are specifically, how is the government going to help people, become an entrepreneur? Let's say you want to become a business owner. How are they going to help you? You want to, oh, wait, we got small, well, this one was done. So this one already, was posted on 2024 and it's ending 4/27. Small business transition grant for entrepreneurs. What is this for? um, Aims to facilitate the career direct development and transition of investigators new to entrepreneurship with an interest in small business by simultaneously supporting their entrepreneurial development and conduct of research and development under their direction. I mean, okay, that's something. Eligible applicants are small businesses. That sounds good. So um yeah, I just want to know what specifically, you know because here's the thing, my grandmother was a sharecropper. So my great grandparents were sharecroppers. So what does that mean? What does equal dignity and respect for all Americans mean? Because that's what I want to know. All right, guys, comments. I really would love to hear what your thoughts on this. Again, go ahead and reach out to us tomorrow. Get on that free Business Boost Bootcamp, and hey, they got just kind of comment and let people know. I want to know what you're thinking. All right, guys, bye bye.